I hope everyone can see my screen right now. I am presenting one slide, increase the productivity using HR strategies. I hope everyone can see the screen right now. Increase the productivity using HR strategies. Okay. So this webinar will be starting like firstly we will do introduction about the company, about DigiGrowHub, then about the topic, and then we'll be answering 4 questions. Google form where you have to fill, and then you will receive certificate for the webinar as well as free reading materials for HR and checklists as well. Okay, all right. So here, scaling career growth in HR using golden strategies. What exactly it means? Like, if some of you are thinking to pursue your career in HR, then I'll be telling you some very useful and effective strategies for that. And all the queries which you are having, you have to note it down. We will have one Q&A session at the end of the webinar, okay, for 7 to 10 minutes, okay. Then I'll take some of the questions. So please hold your questions till end of the webinar, okay? All right. Shraddha Naik, please mute yourself. Shraddha Naik, please mute yourself. Okay. Bring productivity in your company in 3 months without spending lakhs and years on HR consulting firms and software. See, I'll talk about some problems now in many companies if they are not able to retain top talent in the company. So what they do, they just hire or they just opt for any consultancy service, and it can take a lot of money, okay, and they will use more and more expensive softwares, okay. But what exactly they need a correct strategy for their company, okay, and they need to follow with the consistency and discipline as well. So if you will take care of your employees at that level, so you will not be needing those expensive softwares and consultancy and advices from any other firms to manage your company, okay. As you can see the quote here on my screen right now, it says that you don't build a business, you build people, and then people build a business, right? You don't build a business. What you build people, and then people build the business. Okay, so what exactly it means? If you will take care of employees, okay, if you will help them to grow in their career, if you will give them enough opportunities, then they will help you a lot in your business and they will bring productivity in the company. Okay, now moving on. Here in the chat, you have to type yes. This is a small activity. Okay, if you want to save time and money, and if you want to learn new lifelong skills, then you have to type yes in the chat. Okay, please type yes. Okay, so one yes I have got from Razia Chaudhary. What about others? If you want to save time and money, and if you want to learn new skills, type yes here. Okay, that's good. Good. Second, third. Okay, good, good. So everyone, please focus here from at least till 1 hour. You have to focus here in this webinar. Don't use phone right now. Okay. All right. Now type in yes if you want to retain and develop top talent in the company, or if you want to learn how to retain and develop top talent in the company. And if you want to achieve career growth, then please reply yes. Okay, great, great. So many good replies here. We can see in the chat. Great. Okay. Now, what exactly we'll be learning here? The first question here, you can see what is talent acquisition and talent management process. Firstly, we'll be learning this. Then how to engage employees in the company. Then key retention strategies and best practices. Then we'll be learning 4 golden strategies for training plan and development, which is really important. Then after that, today in your mail you will be receiving some free ready to use HR checklist in PDF form. Okay, all right. So let's just talk about ourselves now. We are here in DigiGrowHub. We are here from like 12 years, more than 12 years from in this industry, and we have taught those who had job right now, and they have become students from students to professionals. We have many university collaborations. Then there are 100 plus success stories and testimonials which you can see on our website as well. And we are having students from 9 plus countries in DigiGrowHub. Okay, as you can see, these are world leading universities. There is NMIMS, then IM, then IM Jammu, IM Amritsar, then IM Bhilai, IIT Bhilai. So here now you can see one slide here. Why choose DigiGrowHub? We have increased social media reach, as you can see on the screen. Okay, now we're moving forward to learn our first topic, that is talent acquisition and talent management process. So what exactly talent acquisition and talent management process, what is the difference between these two terms? So we'll be learning now. Okay. So as you can see on the screen here, talent acquisition is the long-term objective in which future business needs are identified. Okay, try to understand here, future business needs, not only present, means that you are also thinking about your future, about the company. Let's say if Mahi and Shraddha, they are on the top positions, okay, and maybe because of some reasons, Mahi has to resign her job. So now, if as an HR, I'm not thinking that who will be the replacement of Mahi, like who will do the rest of the work of her, then obviously I'm not doing my work clearly. Okay, audio is not clear, ma'am. Okay, is it issues with everyone? Raziash, Mahi, Bihar, is my voice not clear? Okay. It's clear. It's clear. Okay, all right. So those who are not able to listen, you can try rejoining. Okay, all right. And in the chat, you can see that if anyone is facing problem, they can join here also in this link. Okay, Mahi. Yeah, Mahi, I was talking about you, dear. Like, let's say you have left the job, then obviously there should be someone who can do rest of your work, right? That is called succession planning. Like, we are planning about the key roles in the company, okay? And we can either we can promote any internal employee, or we can hire employee from the from outside. Okay, so you need to think about the future business needs, and it should be identified. Then talent acquisition also identifies talented people among the organization, like who have the skills and attitude, who have that skills and attitude to accept challenges, who would fit well with your company culture. Okay, let's say if you want to hire anyone, okay, if you want to hire anyone for your company, then you have to see that firstly you have to check that what kind of work exactly they will be doing, right? Because you will be writing their job description. Okay, so let's say they will be handling accounts, or they will be handling maybe they will be you want to hire any salesperson, so they will have to nurture relationship with the customers, they have to sell their products. So firstly you need to design a very beautiful job description. Then you have to think about the qualifications as well. Okay, like what kind of qualifications and soft skills or hard skills you may require in that particular person. So maybe it can be good communication skills, it can be interpersonal skills, it can be good convincing skills, right? And some basic technical skills as well, like a person should know how to use Microsoft Word, Excel, right? So you need to think about the job description, then job qualifications, then you need to proceed further with your hiring process. Okay, so if you feel that there is an employee who have these skills and attitude and they can work instead of Mahi, because as Mahi is leaving the company, so you can promote them also to her place. Okay, and what will be the benefits out of it? See, if okay, so let's say Mahi, you are okay, it's not clear. Okay, try rejoining, guys, if you are facing issues in the audio. Okay, try rejoining. Okay, all right. So if you will be promoting your employees within the company, so you are also boosting their morale. Okay, you are motivating them, and people in the company also, they will feel that they have their job security, right? And they will work more effectively because of this. Okay, all right. So if your organization is trying to achieve a long-term growth, then and are looking for new employees, so you must spend time on understanding what is talent acquisition, okay, how you can improve your current hiring practices, and how to be visible to the top talent of the industry. Okay, all right. Okay. See, talent acquisition, it's as you understood that it's kind of a strategy. It focuses on finding, attracting, hiring, growing, and retaining top talents. Okay. So here you need to have good written strategy as well. Not only you have to think about this strategy, you have to also write strategies, because every organization had their unique goals and their objectives. Okay, so talent management or talent acquisition strategy cannot be same for every company. Okay, it's separate for and it's unique for each and every company. Okay, so some basic points that you have to think about. The first is planning. You need to plan well, okay, how many employees you need, and when do you need, when do you require those kind of employees, and you need to have alternatives with you. If someone and the key role, if they are leaving the company, okay, then you need to attract the top talent. What exactly it means attracting top talent? See, we have heard till now that employees or the candidates, those who wants to apply in the company, they also work hard on themselves or a lot so that the company can hire them. But not only employees work hard, employers, those who hire the employees, they also work hard on their branding. Let's say if our company is not that good, if our company is not providing that much value to the world, to the to the students, or maybe to the customers, then and we don't have that good brand right now, so we will not be able to attract top talent. Okay, we will not be able to attract top talent. So employees as well as employer also need to sell the company. They need to sell the company. They need to tell that why you should apply in this company, why we are good, how is our work environment, okay, how we ease or solve problems of the customers. Okay, then develop the employees you hire. Okay, firstly, let's say you have planned them, you have hired them, you have attracted them, you have hired them. Then after that you need to develop them as well. Okay, and how you will develop them? By giving them proper training. In this workshop, in this webinar, we'll be studying about trainings as well. Okay, four golden strategies of training. Okay, Now after that you need to retain them. How you can retain them, that also I will cover in this webinar. Okay, then how you can transition them, that also we will learn in this webinar. Okay, so now I'll be moving forward. Okay, as you can see on my screen is talent management process. Talent management process. Okay, so the first process here is planning the human capital requirement. What you plan? The human capital requirement, formulating job descriptions, developing a workforce plan for recruitment initiatives. Like I just said, what you do, firstly you need to analyze that how many employees you need for that particular work. Let's say like there is two department, okay, two department there are, and you need to you are not able to understand that if you have hired required amount of employees or not. Okay, so one department they are having two employees and the other department are also having two employees. So one department is always very chill. Okay, they they take leaves also, and they do work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. but still they don't look very much stressed, or their routine is not that hectic, and they complete all the tasks on time also. Okay, and they are on leave in weekends as well. Okay, then in the second part, okay, in the second department, though the other two employees they are very stressed, they are always stressed, they feel guilty when they want to take leave because there is so much work that is still left out. Okay, there is much work that is still left, and they look also kind of are always tired because of that much workload. Okay, then you have to understand that the department where the two employees are more relaxed, that means that maybe you need to shift one employee to any other department, because only one employee also can handle the all the work. Okay, and the other department where you can see the those two employees, they are not having very good time, and they have that much workload. That means that that department requires more people. Okay, so that work can be properly divided. Here you also have to see that if you are investing in employee, that means you are investing easily 7 lakh, 8 lakh, whatever the salary and annual salary of the employee is. So you are investing company's money on the employees, right? So you need to think that how many employees actually you require. You need to think about demand and supply. So it's not only in the economics, it's also in HR. If there is no demand of employees in that department, they don't hire because it will be loss for the company. Okay, all right. Now we have studied about the planning, then attracting. Okay, the process would involve attracting a healthy flow of applicants. The process would involve attracting a healthy flow of applicants. Obviously, like I just said, employer branding that you have to do. You also have to brand yourself. You also, as a company, you have to sell yourself why top talent would want to apply in your company. Okay, now we'll talk about the third, that is selecting. There are many tests and checks to find the right match for the job. So there are not only basic questions like, okay, why we should hire you, and tell me about yourself. There are some very common questions that any employer asks, but you also have to ask some hypothetical situations, that if you are in that position, or if you were in that position, what would you have done? What would you have done? So you need to ask these kind of questions as well to just help. It will help you to understand their mindset, their motive. Okay, and their motive in their unconscious level. Okay, so there are two levels, conscious and unconscious. So what exactly you can see, that is conscious, and what exactly you can't see, that is unconscious, and then we have to understand that. Okay, okay. Developing, obviously, you are help them to enhance their skills, their aptitude, their proficiency in languages, and the soft skills and hard skills, like I said. Okay. Now retain. How you will retain? Through promotions, by giving them promotions, by giving them increments, by giving them growth and opportunities. Okay, and by encouraging involvement in special projects. Okay, projects, like you give them responsible some responsibilities to work on. Maybe you can give them some important projects so that they can feel that okay, this company trusts me, okay, and that will push them to work more harder. Okay. All right. Now the 6 point transitioning, like providing retirement benefits, conducting exit interviews, and effective succession planning. Succession planning I have talked about in the beginning. Providing retirement benefits, you understand, and conducting exit interviews. This is really important. Like if any employee wants to leave your company, okay. So as an HR, you should be very careful that those employees, those who are leaving your company, they should have good image of your brand and of your company in their mind even after leaving the company. So you should talk to them, talk about their learning, about the experiences in the company, then ask them why they have left the company. Okay. Then ask about where they they have faced challenges, okay, and how they were able to tackle those challenges, what they liked the best in the company, what they didn't like the best in the company. Okay. In this formal procedure, it's really important. Note down all the points, okay, and it will help you to retain employees more often. Okay. So exit interviews are really important. When any employee is leaving also the company, they should have good image of your brand. Okay. As an HR, it's really important for all of us. Okay. Okay. So very good. So we have completed now first question. Our second question is how to engage employees in the company. Let's read about that. You can see here 10 golden strategies for employee engagement. Okay. Now the first here is understand what employees are thinking. Okay. Understand what employees are thinking. What exactly it means. Okay, I'll just tell this with like one example. Let's say there is one employee and he is working from last 2 years and his performance is above average from last 2 years and he was doing very good. But one day suddenly because of some personal issues he is not able to do work very efficiently and he has done something mistake maybe in the company. So the employer of him started scolding him a lot that why you have done this, it was never expected from you, at least you have been very good, so why you did this. Okay. And he is scolded in front of everyone. So now just imagine the mental situation of that employee, that he will think that I have been giving my best to this company from last 2 years and something one mistake happened and this employee is and shouting at me a lot, okay, in front of everyone. Now after that employee will be thinking of switching a job, and till then like he don't get a new job, he will just work with half of the hurt, like he will just work just to get that month's salary, that's it. Okay. Because in his mind he is not loyal to the company, he is already thinking that 5 minutes of employer behavior test. Because of that 5 minutes of employer behavior, now that top talented employee will leave the company and the employer again have to invest their money for new hiring, right? Obviously if anyone is leaving your company then you have to hire again, right? Then you have to invest your more time, your money and everything again to do all the process, right? And till then the all the tasks which that employee was performing, and that also can be it can be in a pending task, right? So The first point here is understand what employees are thinking. The second is create an intentional culture. In culture should be very competitive as well and should be good also. Okay, like where everyone is appreciating each other and there is supportive environment, collaborative environment. I would say. Okay, then demonstrate appreciation for contributions big and small. So let's say there's a meeting, okay, and all employees are there, and there's one talented employee, and he just said one idea, and if the boss is not appreciating him enough, okay, he's ignoring his idea, okay. So next time the employee will not be very motivated to present any other idea, right? Because obviously at the first time he was not having that good experience, so even though on second time he again say something and employer is ignoring him, okay, or not appreciating him enough, then he will not say something from the next time. And if you are not taking good ideas from your employee, so it may happen that your company will not grow that enough, because you can grow as a team, you can't grow only individually, okay. So you have to take care of the people, okay, because they are working for you and they are taking care of the company also. They are bringing productivity in the company. So as a boss, as a employer, you also need to do the same for them, okay. Now, commit to open honest communication. Obviously, like I just said, that the employer is scolded like in front of everyone. Instead of that, employer should just talk to him personally and they should be very honest that, okay, is something bothering you? They can ask, is something bothering you, like from last 1 year you were doing very good job, so what happened today, like is there any problem so that I can help you with? If you want to take leave, then you can please proceed further to take leave. And you are just being very formal and helping, and indirectly you're also trying to say that just take leave, take rest, because you are making mistakes also. But there is a way of saying anything, because obviously we are HR, we are not in operations management, we are not in accounts management, we don't have to handle mathematics, we don't have to handle tools, machines, or suppliers, vendors. No, we have to hire, like we have to manage people and humans, right? And humans have lot of emotions. So, and that is also unpredictable, right? You can't always predict what exactly the other person is thinking. So you should be able to understand other people's emotions as well, okay. Then support career path development. Have discussion about their career, exactly where they want to go, okay. And if they want to grow within the company, or maybe they are here only till 2 years, and after 2 years they will look for a job in any other country. So you have to think about, and you to talk to them about their career, and you also have to give them more and more growth opportunities and training so that they can stick to the company, because they will feel that, okay, in this company I can grow, okay. So mentor them, coach them. Now communicate the organizational stories. What exactly that means? See, if your employees don't know about the mission and what is a vision and why you are doing this event, okay? Even let's say the Alima is there, I guess, or let's say Deepika, Uzma, like Uzma has just told me, like, okay, Alka, do this work, okay, and I don't know why to do this, okay, like, okay, I'll do it, but I don't know the importance of it to the company, okay, like how my work is important to the company. I need to understand, then only I will be able to give my 100% to that work. Okay. So communicate your organization's stories to the employees so that they can be more connected to the company. Okay. They can feel more connected to you also. Okay. Now task meaningful work and put everyone in the right role. Okay, if I am very good in sales department, then don't put me in social media department, okay, because I can do like effective sales, okay. So obviously you have to put everyone in the right role according to their knowledge, according to their skills, the competencies and the talent they have. Give them meaningful work. Okay, they should also feel that, okay, no, this task has some importance to the company and it will provide value to our customers as well. Now, frequently discuss engagement. It's not like you have to do that appraisals, like performance appraisals after 6 months, 1 year, or maybe quarterly. It's not always like that. You have to be connected to them on the frequently basis. Maybe every Saturday you can just arrange any informal talk, or you can go with your employees for a coffee, for pizza, monthly, on the monthly basis. Okay, so arrange some informal talks as well, like sorry, like talk to them about their family, about their home environment as well. Okay, so that you can also feel connected to them, and try to have one-on-one interaction with each of the employees. Okay, because it's not always a departmental head job. Sometimes it's also a job for the HR manager to have one-on-one interaction with their employees, to get to know about their goals, about their life goals, about their career goals. Okay, all right. uh, Engage in social interactions outside the work. Yeah, I have just covered this point also. So we are done with the trend strategies for employee engagement. Okay, this is a very cool picture I found on internet. I would say, what if I told you your feedback could determine our future? Okay, if you are making a big mistake, dear, if you're not getting or taking a feedback from your employees, because your employees sometimes know more than you. Okay, so you have to open your mind a bit and you have to take their feedback, their suggestions, because their suggestions only can improve your company's performance. Okay, all right. So now, in the feedback survey questions, as you can see my screen, I have also mentioned some questions. Okay, here, what do you like most about working here? The first question is this. Okay, you can also try to note it down if you want, or you can just take the screenshot or picture of this photo. It will help you a lot. Okay. Now the third question is, how happy are you at work? Here in this question, like you can just put rating 5 to 1. Okay. Then do you feel like your role has a purpose? How likely would you leave this organization if another company offered you a 5% raise? So for 5% raise, will you leave this company? See, for some employees, salary doesn't matter that much. Okay, but for some employees, only salary matters. Okay, they don't want to learn or develop in the company. Only salary matters for them. So is with this question, you will be also able to know their loyalty about the company. Okay. Now, do you consider your work interesting? Here also you can put rating 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then are you happy with your work-life balance? Work-life balance means how many working hours you have to spend in your office and how many hours you have to spend in your home. Okay. Then what motivates you to go above and beyond and work? See, if employee is feeling that they have to work a lot in the company and they're not able to give that much time to their family, so that means that their work life balance is not that good. Okay, for some employees, those who are very committed, so they will not that care about work life balance because they are committed and they are so much connected to the company. They would not feel bad also, even if they are not enough, they're not spending that much time to their with their family as well. But for some employees, they are not able to adaptable to the company, because for some of them they have to leave early from the office, like they can only work from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So if you are hiring any of the employees like this, so be prepared with that. If your company's culture is not that you will be only giving them work from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., then it may happen that the employee who wants to leave at 6 a.m., he maybe will not be retained at that for longer term of for longer time, I would say. Okay, because he will not be adaptable to your culture. So you, like, at the time of hiring, you need to just check that if the employee is culture fit or not. Okay, now, what motivates you to go above and beyond at work? Then, do you feel like your work is recognized and appreciated? Do you feel like you are processing professionally at this organization? Okay, so these are some survey questions. You can take picture if you want. All right. Now we'll be moving forward to the third question, I guess. Okay, yeah. Satisfaction of factors like mission, values, I guess that's that. Then growth and opportunity, organizational structure. Like, if even if your employees don't know that to whom they should report, is it your manager, is a department head? Sometimes or managers give me instructions, sometimes CEO give me instructions, sometimes departmental head gives me instructions. So if the employee is very confused that they should report to whom, then that is also a problem in your company. The reporting structure should be very clear. Okay, and managers will also feel confident if you are giving them to something like, okay, you handle this. That means manager will feel more responsible and he will handle with more effectively their employees. Okay, and employees will be also clear that to whom they should report, to department head or to the manager. Okay, so there should be clarity in the communication in the company. Okay, now the other factors, okay, so they are employee satisfaction factors. Now the third is key retention strategies and the best practices. So retention is, I will say, not that much different from the engagement. Many of these people, they think that if employee is satisfied, then employee is committed also, but that is not right in most of the cases. Because even, let's say, there is one employee and he is or she is really satisfied with the working hours, with the payment, with the I was saying that, let's say, people may think that, okay, if the employee is satisfied with the working hours, with the working environment, with their managers, with the pay and everything, then that doesn't mean always that employee is satisfied, employee is committed also. Okay, so for committed, that means that you are also doing some works that has not been assigned to you, and you are putting more efforts, you are giving more and more ideas to the company. And it's not like if the time is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., then you can't even stay till 5:30 p.m. So that if you are leaving every day at 5 p.m., so that also sometimes means that you are not that much committed. You are only just doing work to just get salary on time, and you are very satisfied. You don't want to, develop or learn more things. You are just good at where you are. Okay, that means that you are not that committed enough to the company. Okay, now we'll be here how to retain employees. In the first point, you can see responsibility. Like, show your employees you trust them by giving responsibility that allow them to grow. If employee is not that much centered to the company, then give them some important work, some authority. Okay, if they are doing really great, then just make them a team leader of group of 5 to 6 team members in this beginning. Okay, so that they will feel more connected. They will feel now, okay, the company has given them some authority to do something, right? And they'll feel more responsible. Now, respect. Employees want to know that they are respected and appreciated. Okay, so any manager should not have that much ego in them. Okay, that they are senior employee, the junior. No, you have to work as a team. So appreciate them and respect them as well. Now, revenue sharing, tie part of your employees' wages to the company performance, like ESOP you can do. Okay, they can also buy some shares in the company. They will feel like they are also part of the company. Now, rewards, obviously, if any employee is doing really great job, just give them certifications and hang their poster on the wall, and they can be star employer of the month or for the year, and people can write good things about them. And if anyone is closing any deal, then everyone can clap them for in the company itself. Okay, so think about the culture where people are clapping for other people, or those who are doing something good in their job. So like that will create that much energy and enthusiasm towards the company, where everyone will be motivated to do more and more good job. Okay, all right. Now here, relaxation time. Yes, give them some relaxation time. Like if any employee is doing good work, you can just give them a free spa weekend. Okay, where they can just go relax, and you can just give them a free coupon from nice restaurant where they can go with their families in free. Okay, and you can give them a pay weekend holiday. Okay, so with these small activities, you can retain them towards the company. Okay, now really moving forward to our last topic, I would say. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, as you can see here, include culture, right? But please mute dear. I'm not able to hear you. Please, Silva. Okay, okay. Is okay. Thank you, Isabel. All right. Yeah, as you can see on my screen, inclusion, culture, diversity, and equity. Okay, so these are also some important terms that is like that plays an important role in retention. Okay, role in retention. Okay, Isabel, please mute. Okay, so what exactly is diversity and inclusion? See, diversity training, there is also diversity training in company, okay, and it referred to as diversity and inclusion training. It's just a organization education program, and it aims to promote awareness and understanding of how people from different backgrounds, from different cultures and beliefs can best work together harmoniously. Okay, so it's like even if you are maybe gay, if you are black, if you're white, doesn't matter, we all can collaborate, we can work together, and we can put much more ideas, no matter from which society we are in and from which culture we are in. But in the company, we all are employees, we are at same level where we can discuss about our work and our ideas and can work collaboratively. Okay, so in these kind of training, you need to increase the number of women and people of color, or otherwise it will not be represented very good from the company. Like many good corporations like a Starbucks and some other companies, they have also uh, gone through some illegal issues just because of they are being accused of for racism, I would say. Okay, so there are many news according to that as well. Please google it. Like there are many diversity and inclusion cases on the companies. Okay, so for every company, I would say that diversity training is really important. Okay, all right. It also presents a positive culture in the company. Now we'll proceed further to the fourth topic, that is four golden strategies for training and planning and evaluation. Now, for next 5 minutes, everyone, those who are present here, you have to listen to me very carefully, because I am not only telling you how to train. I will be also telling you how to evaluate their performance. Okay, so I will be telling you two models for that, and these two models you have to learn as well with me. Okay, I'll be starting now. See, as you can see on my screen here, please do take pictures, please learn it, please write it down. Okay, I'll be taking all the queries in the last of the webinar. Okay, so don't use phone and please focus here. As you can see in the top row, ADDIE model, right? So what exactly is ADDIE model? ADDIE model contains five terms. The first is analysis, the second is design, the third is development, the fourth is implementation, the fifth is evaluation. So what exactly these means? This means that I'll just say one small example. If you are going to the doctor, so doctor, without even listening to you, they don't prescribe you medicines, like. So firstly you have to tell that what exactly your problem is, okay, what you are facing, and then they prescribes you medicines, right? In the same way, employee, and you have to give them training. So don't just start giving them training on the basis of their job description and on their job role. Firstly, try to analyze where they are lacking, where they need training. So in this example, in this chart, I'll take example of salesperson. Okay, I'll just take example of salesperson. So the first row here is analysis. I'll talk about what kind of tasks you can do in this step and what will be the outputs. Okay, I'll not take that much time, so please focus here for next 10 minutes. See, analysis means the process of defining what is to be learned. Okay, means if you are going to the doctor, the doctor is asking you that where you are lacking, where you are facing challenges. Okay, so that you have to analyze. So what you will do here, you will do task analysis, you will do problem identification, that where is the problem, and then you will do needs assessment. Okay, and what will be the output? Description of constraints. What exactly is stopping you from working so good? Okay, about your profile. About profile means about your goals, about your life. Then about your needs. What exactly is problem statement? Then task analysis. Let's say I am the salesperson. I'm very good at communicating to the people, and I'm able to convince them also, but I'm not able to negotiate with them. Okay, if they are saying, okay, no, I'll take this product at 5 rupees, so I am also giving them at 5 rupees only, and I'm not even trying harder to, make it at 8 or make it 10. Okay, so there is my problem statement now, that I am a good salesperson, but I lack in negotiation skills. So now through first step, I have got my problem statement. Now the second step is design. Design, what exactly it is? The process of specifying how is it to be learned. Okay, how is it to be learned? So if you want to teach them about negotiation, so firstly you need to write objectives. Like you need to plan now that, okay, maybe the training you are planning, it will be for 2 weeks, it will be for 1 month, it will be for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, that you have to think about. Then you have to develop some test items, means how exactly you will take their quizzes, and what will be their questions, when you will take the quiz, how many hours they should spend on training. Okay, then you have to plan whole instruction like this. Then identify resources. Maybe you can give them PPT presentation, maybe you can give them video presentation. Okay, so you need to write objectives, you need to develop test items, plan instruction, then identify resources. Okay, now measurable objectives. Measurable objectives, what exactly it is? You need to measure the objectives. That means that maybe you want your employee to learn all the things in 2 weeks. So that is your objective. That is your goal, that they should be able to at least negotiate and improve by 50% in 2 weeks. So everything is should be quantable. Like you should measure the objectives and your goals as well. Now development is a third process. That is the process of producing the materials. Means that you can just develop a flow chart, develop a program, you can write a script, you can write exercises. Have done, you have only designed the things that you have chosen, that okay, through which platform you will give them training. If you want to give them virtual training, that then what will the platform? Zoom, Google Meet, what will the platform? And it will be PPT or video. In the third, you will develop the materials, you will develop the exercise, you will develop the script also. Now in the fourth step, you will implement. You will actually implement the process, because now you have designed the process, you have designed development the materials also. Now you will start giving them training in the fourth process. Now the fifth step is evaluation. What exactly is evaluation? The process of determining the adequacy of the instruction. For the evaluation also, we have four more steps that we will learn in 2 minutes. Firstly, let me just revise this AD model. AD model is the training plan steps, the four steps of training plan. What exactly it is? Firstly, you analyze what is the problem, where the employee needs training. Then you design, means you design about how many hours per day, how many weeks it will take to teach that employee, and through what resource you will teach them, PPT, video, whatever it is. Okay, in the third, you will actually develop the materials. Okay, if I want to give HR webinar, then I will develop the materials, I will gather some notes from around, then I'll just, now I'm presenting. Now if I'm presenting, that means I am doing the fourth step, that is implementation, because now exactly I'm giving you training, right? Now how I will evaluate? I will take some quiz tomorrow. In that way, I will evaluate that what you have learned and what you have not learned. Okay, for the evaluation also, there are four more steps, that is also known as Kirkpatrick's model. In four steps, there are, the first one is reaction, the second is learning, the third is behavior, and the fourth is results. So what exactly is reaction? See, here in the first step, you have to obtain reaction to program and materials. you can just send them feedback questionnaire. After this webinar, you will be receiving a questionnaire, okay? Like what was the best part of the webinar, okay? And you want to suggest anything, okay? Or any other questions? So that is standard feedback questionnaire, that will be the example. And when you can do this by the end of the program. So here there are 4 steps. Is firstly the reaction, then learning, then behavior, then results. The second step, learning. In learning, you have to establish employee goals. You have to provide feedback and motivate them as well during the program. During the program, okay. And then you have to measure employee performance, solve their problem, counsel their problem, okay. Then in the third, behavior. And behavior means you need to apply skills in appropriate situation. There could be follow-up questionnaire, and you also have to check if they are able to, like implement all the training in their work after the program, after 3 months and after 6 months as well or not, okay. So we had taken the example of that salesperson, right? So in between you can just take mock calls with them, okay. You can act as a customer, okay, and then try to negotiate with them. Just say, oh no, I'll just buy at 5 only. So you have to just check if your training is coming into use or not, if the employee you have trained is now able to negotiate it or not, okay. If not, then obviously you have to maybe retraining is required. And if it is, then it's the good, that means you can give them A marks or anything. Then results are kind of very important, because results, that doesn't mean result that okay, if the employee is getting A, that means it's okay. No, you have to also see the business impact. If that employee is able to contribute in the company's revenue or not after 6 months or 1 year, okay. If not, then there is again need of training will be there. And if it is, then it's really good. So that business impact you can see after the 6 months or after 1 year of the program. Okay, so I'll just go do the quick revision what exactly we have learned in these 5 minutes. Firstly, we have learned how to do the training, and then we have learned that how to evaluate the training, that if the person have learned or not. Like if person is feeling have not heard before, and I learned something new in your training, that means a positive reaction. And if the person is thinking that okay, but I have not learned something new, I don't think that I will be able to implement it, then that means obviously that like the person has not learned enough, and maybe you need to do the training again, okay. So now we have learned about the training. As you can see the graph here, I hope you can see the screen here and the graph, okay. So what exactly it means, like cost to value of a company. As you can see, the if we are hiring people, so we need to invest in them, we are onboarding them, okay. We are investing, like organization is investing in you. That is investment zone. When you hire them, because you give them salary for 3 months, you will not be able to see that much results, okay. So it's not fair to expect from any employee in the first 3 months if they are able to give results in the company or not, because obviously it takes time to be adaptable in the company, right? After 3 months, if you can see the growth through your engagement program, through your development, through your great management, if the training is successful, you can give them assignment, then now organization can also benefit from you, right? Because you are able to also contribute in the company by giving them much more revenue, by giving them your good performance, you are bringing productivity in the company. So at last, it's all about the profit. Like exactly why when we are doing this, to fulfill our organizational dreams, to fulfill our organizational goals, right? Okay, now the next slide. We are done with the 4 topics. There are some additional information which I just want to tell you. This is HR department structure. Okay, in HR, what exactly are the most important departments? Here, recruiting. Okay, in recruiting, you do also do staffing, that which employees you have to hire, in which department they should go. Then employee relations, that means compliance training, okay. And then compensation, you have to think about their salary, plan their salary and everything. Then training, give them training also. Then health and safety, that means all the rules and regulations related to the health and mostly in the manufacturing industry that is really serious. Okay, if the employees are following all the rules and regulations for their safety or not. Okay, so there are six main departments in any HR structure. Okay. Um, yeah. So how to know if your employees are engaged? See, most of the employees, if they are engaged, they will just post messages, they will picture and the videos about the company on their social media. Okay, I'm working here, and they will daily, upload one picture and all. And if 33% of the employees, what is that will do? They will share positive or praise comments, and some of the employees, those who are engaged, they will more likely to help boost sales than uninvolved employees. Okay. All right. So the webinar was on human resources. As you can see the picture here, in DigiGrowHub, we provide the whole masters in human resources. Okay. So what you are going to learn here in our company, you will be having a very strong base of management and leadership skills that will include performance management and team management, that you can also apply all these skills into practical world. You can be HR in the company, and you will be handling a team also under you. Okay. Now, what else do you need? Okay, again, I found this a very interesting picture, so I just put it there. I hope you don't mind. Okay. Now, next, yeah, yes, we have also received many positive reviews about our, platform. You can also explore on our social media platform to just go through it so that you can have an idea. We have very strong support system. We have some live video calls. We have our Facebook community. We do live chat as well on our Facebook. Then, yeah, some of these are components of our master course. See, as I said, 45 days, that means 6 weeks online course we are having. Learn at your comfort of your home or office, because you don't have to come here in this institute. Like, you can learn from your home, online live lectures from corporate trainers, free access to online support community, 2 weekly sessions with experts, 2 months of internships. Then there is also LMS to track your course implementation. After completing your course, you will be also having a degree. Okay.